Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be looking at how to repressurize a boiler. Firstly, you want to turn the boiler off and allow it to cool down if the boiler has been on. Now, if needed, shut off the electrical power supply to the boiler. You want to try and locate the pressure gauge on your boiler. Once you've located that, we can now proceed with repressurizing the boiler. Locate the filling loop, which is usually a flexible hose with valves at each end. They may be built into the boiler or connected externally depending on the system you have. You want to check the current pressure on the boiler pressure gauge. This should be within the recommended range, which is typically between 1 and 1.5 bar. Ensure that both isolation valves on the filling loop are in the closed position, because if they're in the open position, this would mean it would be repressurizing the boiler without you knowing. These valves are usually perpendicular to the pipe when closed. Now, to repressurize, slowly open both valves on the filling loop. This will allow water to flow from the cold water supply into the boiler, therefore pressurizing the boiler. While the filling loop is open, monitor the boiler pressure gauge as this should slowly start to go up. When the pressure reaches the recommended level, around 1.2 bar, close both filling loop valves. Carefully disconnect the filling loop from both the cold water supply and the boiler, if applicable. Once you have done this, ensure there are no leaks coming from the filling loop and in and around that area. Congratulations, you've successfully repressurized your boiler. Remember to check the pressure regularly to ensure it remains within the recommended range. This will allow you to keep an eye on your boiler's performance. If you have any doubts or encounter any issues during the process, consult your boiler's manual or seek professional assistance.